For this assignment, I selected the poem Annabel Lee by Edgar Allan Poe. While most people read it as a dramatic love poem, it's the poem. It really is about illness, specifically consumption, which we now know is tuberculosis. And this is what Poe's wife died from. You can feel you can feel that consumption, that slow loss all throughout it. Nothing happens. Well, nothing sudden happens. Just someone fading while the other person has to watch it happen. What drew me to this piece is how the illness is never named in the poem, but it controls the entire narrative. Annabel Lee doesn't fight it. She doesn't recover from it, obviously. She dies from it. She just almost slips away, and the speaker is left stuck emotionally, I guess. So emotionally stuck in that moment. That feels closer to real illness than a lot of stories we tell in healthcare. The poem shows what illness does in relationships. The speaker, like I said, is emotionally stuck, can't seem to let it go. He sleeps next to her tomb, which is a little bit extreme, but the feeling is not. When someone is sick for a long time, love can turn into fear, obsession, maybe a little bit of a guilt. Poe doesn't clean that up or make it inspiring. He almost just lets it be uncomfortable. What this shows me is what I think gets missed in clinical settings is how much grief exists before someone is gone. Patients and families start mourning early. They lose routines. They lose independence. They even lose their identity and let the illness become their new identity. None of that shows up on referrals or in intake forms. So as a clinician, it's easy to focus on what's objective, right? The strengths, the ranges of motion, the progress. But this poem reminds me that people might be carrying a lot they're not going to say out loud. So some patients aren't just frustrated with their bodies. They're grieving who they used to be or who they're afraid they won't be anymore because of the illness. This poem will change how I interact with patients by slowing me down. It will remind me that not every flat affect is disinterest, and not every lack of motivation is laziness. Sometimes it's loss, sometimes it's fear, and sometimes the best thing you can do is notice that, even if you can't fix it.